The truth is that he lied. He said that this thing would not touch, it would not interfere with the existing building. It's almost as if every time he opens his mouth, you have to kind of suspect that he might say something untruthful. And then yesterday, these shocking images came out. This is the Dollemore Daily. I'm guest host Garrison Hayes. Slow news day today. Oh, wait. Donald Trump is destroying the White House. Earlier this year, it was announced that Donald Trump would be making a gaudy, unnecessary, $250 million costing, at least, addition. He'd make this addition to the White House. A ballroom that no one asked for in his attempt to turn the White House into Mar-a-Lago. There were sponsorship opportunities attached to it, so we couldn't accuse him of using taxpayer dollars to do this. But we know, if you have any knowledge of the way the government works, you know that this thing needs security and it needs electricity. It needs all kinds of monitoring. There are elements that can only be supplied by the U.S. government, by Secret Service, by the military. And so it's absolutely going to cost taxpayers something. But there was an opportunity in this thing for corporations, Meta, and these other folks to invest, to make a contribution towards it. And I think that the president sensed the pushback that most Americans would have for something this ornate and unnecessary. How many folks have actually visited the White House for some gala or event? Not many. A small percentage of the American public, even if its numbers total over the many years that this country has existed, maybe it goes into the hundreds of thousands or millions, but still, it's still a relatively small percentage of the American people. And I think sensing some pushback on this genuinely stupid idea, the president, Donald Trump, went so far to say that it wouldn't touch the existing building. Watch this.
It won't interfere with the current building. It'll be near it, but not touching it, and pays total respect to the existing building, which I'm the biggest fan of. It's my favorite place. I love it.
It's my favorite place. I love it. I love it so much, maybe I don't plan on leaving. Is that the subtext? Is that what's being said underneath everything? The truth is that he lied. He said that this thing would not touch, it would not interfere with the existing building. It's almost as if every time he opens his mouth, you have to kind of suspect that he might say something untruthful. And then yesterday, these shocking images came out. Just absolute destruction of the East Wing of the White House. Now, I've actually been to events at the White House. I was in this very wing of the White House just last year. And it is tragic. It is obviously tragic to see this piece of history destroyed. But that's just what Trump does. This is the Oval Office before, and this is the Oval Office after Trump. Just observably worse. Kind of like a Russian oligarch chic. Mar-a-Lago meets the Kremlin meets Hobby Lobby. Like I know that's a Hobby Lobby. Okay, let me not make fun of the Hobby Lobby people. You may be a Hobby Lobby person. This is the Rose Garden. This is the Rose Garden before Trump and after Trump. Just worse. But why stop there? We could do the before and after of Trump on a number of issues. Your rights before and after. We are literally living in a time where before Trump, black civil rights were believed to be an important part of our democracy. After Trump, these rights are being systematically chipped away at lightning speed. Before Trump, late night hosts like Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert told their jokes with First Amendment protections. After Trump, criticism of dear leader could get you fired. It could ruin your whole career. Before Trump, press secretaries were expected to answer, if not spin, questions from the press. After Trump, right now, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt responded to a question from a journalist with a yo mama joke. I want to show it to you. This was posted to Caroline Leavitt's the official press secretary Twitter page or Twitter account, where she screenshotted a conversation between her and a Huffington Post journalist, a reputable White House correspondent. He asks her, is the president aware of the significance of Budapest, a place where these negotiations between Ukraine and Russia were supposed to take place? He asks a very clear question. Is this history, has that been made aware to the president? Is he aware of the significance of this place? Who suggested Budapest is the question that this journalist asks and says a thanks at the end. This is a fairly direct, straightforward question with fairly direct, straightforward context added. And the press secretary responded to the question of who suggested this location for the meeting with "your mom did." It's not even funny. It's not even funny. I mean, it could be funny. There is a way to tell a yo mama joke that's very funny. This wasn't it. You just kind of missed. You swung and missed on this one. To which the journalist, SV Date, said, "Is this funny to you?" And the press secretary absolutely just crashes out. This is officially a crash out. She says, "It's funny to me that you actually consider yourself a journal. You are a far left hack who nobody takes seriously, including your colleagues in the media. They just don't tell you that to your face. Stop texting me your disingenuous, biased, and BS questions." Seriously. I would laugh if it wasn't so despicable in every way imaginable. Whatever he touches turns to garbage. That's what we're facing here. Lies, tacky design, and just garbage behavior overall. Okay, I'm gonna call it there. I'm Garrison Hayes, guest hosting for Jesse Dollemore. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel if you aren't already. This is my last day guest hosting on the channel. Which, bittersweet. Feels good to come to the end of something, to accomplish something, to have been able to spend time with you. But of course, all good things must come to an end. If you haven't already, I'd love if you came over to subscribe to my channel. I'm coming very, very close. I'm getting very close to a little milestone. So come over, hang out with me, subscribe, check out what I do over on my channel. Of course, you can follow Jesse at Dollemore on all platforms. You can find links to my platforms over on my YouTube channel. That's it for this one. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time, peace.